TapTapPodcast. Today we have a special... Actually, first I'm your host, Cody Chase Duncan. Special guest today, DPAK. How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
coming
having me on. Appreciate it.
Also known as DJDPAK. Also known as DPAK. Anyways, how you been? Good?
Yeah, bro. I've been good, man.
Excited?
Just chilling.
Excited?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Always down to have a chat.
First question, pretty straightforward question. Tell us a bit about yourself for anyone that doesn't know who you are.
Yeah, I'm a DJ from Sydney. Been DJing for, I think, 10th year this year.
10th, Rift.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. It makes me feel old, man.
Yeah. 10 years too. I feel like that's like... Well, that's what most people try to get with their jobs and that stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised I stuck through.
What's been probably the biggest thing between when you first started to now when you're like 10 years in?
Definitely more confident in my ability, and I take it more seriously because I didn't really even want to be a DJ when I first started. My older brother kind of like gave me that push because he's a DJ.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I did like my first party, and then I was like, oh, this is pretty sweet, you know, like this is better than doing.
Was your first party your 16th?
Yeah.
I swear every DJ.
Well, on my own, yeah, because I did like a few gigs with my brother.
Yeah.
And then. Yeah, we eventually started getting busy and whatnot. So yeah,
every single DJ I speak to, their first gig is like a 16th or 14th or an 18th, and it just goes from there. How was that kind of like? Was it nerve-wracking the first time by yourself?
I think by that time I'd done enough parties to be like pretty comfortable with like how things went. I think like I was doing a lot of parties for like that particular crowd, so it wasn't too bad. I think the first time like in the club, because usually my brother would like help me set up, so I sort of had that comfort and stuff, but the first time I had to set up for myself in the club, that was a bit like...
You actually went up with this.
Yeah.
What was your first club that you performed at?
I mean, like, it wasn't like my first, like, club gig, but it was like a, one of those, like, DJ competitions that clubs used to do, like, at Forbes Hotel. It was, like, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, I think the first, like, proper place Peter Guns got me on at one of his nights, I think it was either Campbelltown or Para. One of those places.
It's a big difference.
So, I can't remember. It was a while ago, but shout out to Peter for giving me a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like, how's the DJ like? Is there heaps of competition? I feel there's a lot of DJs out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's very. I feel like it's a very oversaturated market.
Yeah.
Lots of competition, but you have to do your best to like stand out.
Yeah. Especially, I feel like now parties, especially like 16ths, aren't really getting DJs as much now. I feel like they're moving away from DJs and like younger kids.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I just feel like everyone uses Spotify now.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like when there's a DJ, there's always like a
better
vibe.
Yeah.
It's like a human touch, in my opinion. You
Yeah.
know, it makes a difference. But I haven't really done a 16th in a while. So,
yeah.
You know,
yeah. When you get older, you stay away from that stuff.
No, I mean, I don't mind. I still do like parties, like if people get me.
Yeah.
But it just depends on, you know, where I am or if I'm booked in.
You said your brother got you into DJing. Was it just like he just kind of forced it on you, or you were actually interested a little bit in music?
Well, I was in high school. I think I was like in year 11, and I was like, he'd be at work, and I'd just be like messing around on his turntables, trying to like figure it out. And I think he like caught me like, you know, just cutting it up one day, and he saw that I took interest, and then he kind of like, you know, taught me like the basics.
Yeah.
And he tried to like give me words of encouragement.
Yeah. Who's the better DJ?
I think skill-wise, I've overtaken him.
Yeah.
Like technicality, because just I was like practicing to be like a battle DJ and like enter comps. So
that's mad.
I had to like drill for like hours, you know.
Yeah.
So I think like in that terms, but he's obviously got the wealth of experience, you know. So you can't like.
Is he much older?
Yeah, there's like a 12-year age gap between us.
Oh shit, that's big. How was that growing up with the big age gap?
I
feel like it helps you a bit more.
Kind of like a second dad in a way, but like someone that could see things from my perspective as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's like I think my siblings are like 15 years apart. My younger siblings are like 5.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nearly old enough to be that dad.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously with music, you obviously have interest in music. What's your type of music that you listen to or like encourages your DJ sets?
It's like changed a lot over the years, man. Like. Growing up, you know, my mum would be playing like reggae. My dad would be playing like Bollywood music because my dad's Indian, obviously.
It's a mad mix though.
Yeah,
because you get the two different sides. Like
that's it. But like, obviously, when I sort of came to age and like listening to my brother practice in his room, like R&B, hip hop, and I was like just in that lane for ages. But then I'm glad I sort of like broke out of that. Like when I got onto radio. I was doing like house and EDM for like 2 years, and before that I hated that shit. I was like, nah, I can't do it. But I love it now, man. Like the energy with that type of music is just like so different
Yeah.
compared to like hip hop. Like I still love both. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I love hip hop and R&B more, but
Which radio station was that with? Was that
The Edge,
the
yeah.
Edge? You work for the Edge now, or do stuff
Yeah,
with them?
so they air my mixes like
Yeah.
every Friday, Saturday nights, and sometimes on weekdays. So I've been with them like for, I'm trying to think, six years
Oh
now.
shit, it's been a while.
6,
You got a
7,
commitment.
something.
It's good.
Yeah, it's just like, it's cool, you know.
What's probably the biggest thing from going like, what was it like exciting to get your stuff on Edge? Or was
Yeah, it is, to be honest, it is like, I don't know if you'd call it a fluke, but Peter Guns had like a DJ competition at One World in Para at Bounce. If you know, you know. Yeah, that was a mad club, and it was always a goal to like, you know, at least do a set there. So I came second, and then he just hit me up. He's just like, yeah, and everything else is
Yeah.
history. And then K Sarah got me on like every week. So
That's pretty cool, actually.
that kind of like sort of changed my trajectory a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it was easier to like step into the club scene, and I was playing at like better clubs like in the city and stuff.
Do you feel like it gets you more gigs being on the Edge thing? 'Cause
Yeah,
people
for
hear
sure.
it and they're like,
Yeah, that, and just like you know, when you're a new DJ, it's just like people make you do trial sets and all that bullshit.
Oh,
which is
really?
like really annoying. And it's like, oh man.
is there
just
do you get paid for trial sets or not?
Oh, I don't know like how it works now, but there'd be like some promoters that would like make you try to, you know, do 30 minutes for free or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was like pretty annoying, especially like if you get like back then a 4 a.m. slot. I'm just like, fuck this, man. You know what I mean? So like it took that out of the
Yeah.
equation, like because they're like, oh, he's on
Hey,
the
do you reckon the
radio, he
music's
must be
changed a
around.
lot? Will people listen to it, clubs and that stuff, or do you reckon it's still similar?
Yeah, still similar, man. Like depends on which club you're at. But yeah, man, like people still want to like hear old school R&B.
Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying sometimes because you want to like educate them at the same time. But I think in terms of like the homegrown music, that's changed. Like 10 years ago, like it'll be unheard of for people to like request Aussie music at the
Yeah.
club, and now it's just like, you know, people want to like always hear
Put
like, the
Eshays
Hooga
on.
heads. Yeah, like all that type of stuff. So that's really cool to see, man. Like the scene has grown so much in like
100%.
the last, I'd say like 3-4 years, you know. It's just like
Yeah.
really popped off, which is great.
As I
to
say,
see.
music scene's like popped, like especially in the last, I'd say 3-4 years since
Yeah.
2018. I feel like it
Yeah.
went through like an Aussie stage, then a poly stage, and now they kind of like mix, and you get a lot of young guys coming through making like decent
man,
music.
Yeah,
And
for
there's
sure.
it's not that like, I don't know if you remember when first part there was a bit of an American accent.
Yeah,
that all the
that's
guys are
been-
trying to
there's
do that.
always that's like the long, you know, age-old debate on the scene here, like with hip hop and like
Yeah.
rap music is like, you know, do you use your accent that you're talking, or do you use like the
Yeah.
American accent?
Who's your probably top 3 artists that you listen to in Australia or kind of enjoy listening to?
I don't have like an all-time, but shit, man, that's a really hard question, bro.
Top 10. Name some.
Like, my friend showed me an artist like the other week. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Kahooks, I think.
It's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bro, he's gone, man. Because like the whole drill thing was getting like really same flow for me and like whatever, but he's like on that chill flow,
Yeah.
which is nice, you know. Like a lot of the dudes in the UK have been doing that for a minute, so
Yeah.
I like it, you know. And has like, I wouldn't say an R&B touch, but it's like a bit softer,
Similar
which is
to,
what I kind of like.
What's his name? He's touring Australia soon.
Artie? No.
AICH? No. He's a UK guy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know his name. He's touring.
Right,
I don't know his name, but he has that
Fair.
similar vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the good thing is like a lot of the
Switching it up, eh?
yeah, like there's not that like even like the Australian scene like it used to just be like that Aussie rap like Cursor, like
Yeah,
Forte,
yeah.
Enter, that kind of thing. But now like you got like someone like the 046 who make like the G Funk style,
Yeah,
which
they're
is
dope,
like
man. They're doing
yeah
like good
the kings
shit.
of G Funk.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with their shit, man. Shout out to those boys.
Yeah.
But I also think like apart from rap, like a lot of R&B artists are very slept on here. Like we've got like some really good R&B artists here, like soul, but I don't know, man. Like at the moment, like I feel like the drill stuff is like really selling.
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully these other artists like get the
Yeah.
attention that they deserve.
I think it
you
was
know?
I saw last night Lara D Music released the album.
Oh, okay, I don't think
Oh,
I've heard of it.
oh, it's like a-
Sometimes I feel like I can be behind with them. I'm just like, oh, that artist is dope, or I've never like
Yeah.
heard of them. But it's just, I feel like music is just so accessible in terms of making it.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so many dope artists, and like the quality is like, you know, getting better and better.
It's crazy how like only like 5 years ago there was like not much Australian artists. It was like only those Aussie like gutter rap kind of thing. Talk about drugs, alcohol, hating their lives.
Yeah. Pretty much, man.
Obviously, you said Fijian and Indian background. How was that growing up in that background household?
Yeah, it was cool. I don't know. Sometimes when you mix, you feel like you don't belong to either side. So like, I mean, I still have like a lot of friends in the community, and they recognize the work that I'm doing. But like my circle, I guess, is like mixed. It's like whatever. Yeah, no, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Was there
Always rapping.
Are you wearing a Fijian shirt now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a rugby one. It's comfortable, bro. This is what I'll be wearing. Like.
Rugby sevens is insane, eh?
Yeah, man. I've been like gonna be playing footy this year. Just been training with the boys, and they're just so fit, man. It's like.
You've done your first contact session?
Nah.
Wait till you do that.
I'm playing like a pretty chilled comp, so like.
Yeah.
Just focusing on fitness.
What team are you playing for? You said
Canterbury. Berries.
They have two blues. They have two blues.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know much about the union comp because I've never played union.
Is this your first year playing union?
Yeah, I grew up like playing a bit of league.
Yeah.
And then
Who'd you play league for growing up?
Marrickville RSL.
Oh, yo. Is that like East, like Roosters comp?
Yeah, so that was Souths and Roosters combined because Eastern Suburbs didn't have enough teams.
Have you seen it now? It's Sydney combined. It's like Roosters, Rabbitohs, Bulldogs, Wests, all combined.
Oh, is it all
like,
combined?
I think it's like 7 clubs. So Dragons are in that. So it's like the only ones you got like Sydney combined, you have Para, Penrith. And they're only 3 comps besides the groups.
I think that's good for like grassroots footy because like before it'd be like, versing the like West boys, if you made like reps and stuff, it'd be like bigger.
You played reps growing up as well?
Nah, my dad didn't let me play that, so I never like got to pursue I actually wanted to be a footy player. I didn't want to be a DJ, as I mentioned before, but my dad wasn't very supportive, so.
Yeah. Why do you reckon that is? Just because...
he's just like, you'll get hurt because I broke my collarbone and like all that bullshit, and I just always held a grudge against him.
Still holding that grudge. What position did you play?
For school, they always used to chuck me second row because I was like, I don't know, everyone else was like small. I was small too. I was skinny, but I had a bit of height. Yeah. But for club, I was on the wing.
Oh, yo. That's a big difference. To a wing.
But I like playing second row because you get more of the footy,
contact,
like more contact, and that's what I loved about footy, So
it's crazy how much the sport's changed. Like not even just viewing, but like playing as well. In the last couple.
Back when I was playing, you could put the shoulders on. You can't do that anymore.
You can't do anything. Even like the game of the actual NRL itself.
Oh yeah.
It's just going like, it's faster. There's like you don't even tackle 1-on-1 these days.
Yeah, man. It's just like the way they go in, like one low, one high, and then someone just takes their legs out. But I didn't like start watching footy again until like 2 years ago. Before that, I didn't like even watch it, except for Origin and like.
I was gonna say I only just started watching it recently. I feel like because there's a lot of young guys coming through that are like just like crazy talent. Yeah. Like obviously hard work, but like crazy talent.
For sure. Man.
Who do you go for?
I always get hate for this, but I go for the Chooks.
Yeah,
but I've been going for them for over 20 years now, so fuck the haters.
I go for South, so like I always.
You go for the Souths. No, I'm gonna leave. No, I'm kidding.
And the podcast. I feel like it's weird how there's like a random there's such an old school rivalry between the two clubs.
For sure, man. Especially like the supporters, it's like, you're a South supporter.
Yeah, South supporters really chat.
But to be honest, I don't hate them as much as like Melbourne. Back in the day, I used to hate the Doggies, man. Could not stand them. But now that they're shit, I'm just like.
It's the fans that are like very like overly passionate. Like
sure.
Everyone used to hate Manly. I feel like Manly's got a decent rap now. Yeah. But like everyone just hates the Storm.
Yeah, everyone like.
Who's your favorite Roosters player?
Like all time. Fittler for sure, man.
Yeah. What about current? Do you know?
I watch current. I don't really have a.
I reckon Roosters will take it out this year.
Fingers crossed.
I reckon 100%. I feel like because Luke Keary's back, which will like make a big difference.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of how well they went with
no players like injured
second
squad.
String team. So that was a good test.
They also signed a few young guys, a lot of young guys. Roosters just have so much money somehow.
Yeah, Sombrero.
Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick. We'll get Nick on the podcast. Ask him how he affords it. Union, do you watch Union, or are you just going to kind of wing it when you start playing?
I try to watch all the sevens comp if I can, get up for it.
Fiji sevens is insane. Those guys.
Yeah, man. I'm keen to watch the game tomorrow.
Who's playing tomorrow?
Waratahs and Fijian Drua.
Sevens or normal?
They've got 2 new Pacific teams in the Super Rugby. So they've got that and Moana Pacific.
Yeah, I actually reckon Unions. I don't know which one's more popular in Australia, League or Union.
Oh, League for sure.
But I think Union will take over eventually. To be honest, I feel like
I reckon if they get it out of the private school system, then I think so.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like
point, actually.
a bit of a yuppie sport in my
Well, I think the
opinion.
closest we're in Liverpool. Shout out to Liverpool. The closest club to here would be like
Harlequins and then add in Penrith.
yeah, Harlequins even still alive.
So yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a team here in Liverpool. Cougars. I think Liverpool Cougars, and then like I think they just like closed down. Hey,
Yeah.
West Tigers use that ground now actually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a grassroots issue, I think, and like Western Sydney is typically league territory. Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say but even that, I remember last year they tried to change the league rules to they didn't work. They tried to change so like rather than playing under 6 or 7, 8s.
The weight division.
Yeah, weight division, under like 50 kilos, 60 kilos. I was like, bruh.
I don't know, but then you got like older kids playing, you know.
Well, that's like especially think like I'd say over 50% of league is poly boys who are like superhumans. They're like 10 and they're the size of like a 15-year-old.
Yeah,
and it's like you're gonna play in versus 15-year-olds, and I think after 13s it goes back to your age. But imagine you're like say 80 kilos of like decent size at like 10, you're playing 15s. 3 years later, you're then playing 13s with like 40 kilo guys.
I feel like maybe mentally it could like
not
like mentally, but I guess in terms of the game IQ maybe.
Well, exactly, and also like how are you supposed to pair like you're not gonna have like an 80 kilo winger, under 10s like it's like bro.
That's it, man.
Back to DJing. Was there like what's probably the hardest thing you'd say about being a DJ?
The hardest thing.
Yeah. If there's more than one.
Like I guess a challenge, hey. Man, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm always having a bitch about stuff. What's a challenge? Look, at the start, it was like trying to get gigs. You know, I'd be like happy with 1 or 2 gigs a month when I first started, but now I'm like pretty much booked out every weekend. So I'm very grateful for that. And sometimes I feel a bit burnt out. I'm just like, man, you know. But then I always think back to like why I started and that like. You know, it keeps me going. Yeah,
especially like it's like a flooded industry now. I feel like there's a lot of young guys coming through. Do you feel like getting like being an older DJ, like 10 years experience, you get a lot of young guys kind of like hit you up or anything? Or?
Yeah, sometimes, man. Yeah, and I always try to like, I guess give them guidance and like tips or whatever if they ask for it. Sometimes, you know, like when I was like younger and like trying to break the scene, like I didn't really have too much of that. But I guess the scene is just all about networking at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of it's networking. Where's probably the best, like say top 3 or 4 places you've performed in the last couple of years?
Recently I just got a residency at Home Nightclub, but on the main stage. So I've been playing like EDM sets and man.
What night's that? Get down there.
Saturday nights.
But
yeah, man, it's lit, man, because it's like a big stage, big production. They've got like my logo on the screen, and that's like epic. And then just before the last lockdowns, I got into Argyle. That was a goal of mine, so that was like pretty fun to play at. And I love playing on Glass Island. It's just a good Sunday sesh. I get to go back to back with the band.
What do you reckon like the crowd can like? Do you ever just get like shit crowds? Like
shit crowds.
Like I say shit crowds. It sounds bad.
Clubs are like no, like clubs are alright, man. But like sometimes it's just more individuals, just like requesting their bullshit, you know. But,
What's the most requested song you'd say?
Most requested song. At one stage, like everyone just wanted like Pop Smoke and stuff, you know. And then like sometimes people will be like wanting like 1-4 or like, you know, like.
Can you play that stuff in certain clubs?
Man,
I feel like there's limits.
To be honest, bro, at hip hop clubs, bro, like I'm scared shit will pop off, or like you don't know like if the owner's on which side. There's like a lot of politics involved, so I tried not to unless I know that particular club is like cool with it. But then like I used to DJ in Manly a lot, and like they don't give a fuck. They're not about it. So
had you perform any like Melbourne or Brisbane or clubs?
I played in Melbourne like 2 or 3
different
times.
vibe, eh?
Yeah, like their clubs are cool, man. Like you can be doing like shots and stuff till like 5, 6, pretty much until like the club closes. But their nightlife down in Melbourne is dope. But I still think Sydney DJs are
Sydney
better.
on top, yep.
Straight out, bro. I know, say what you want, bro, but yeah.
How much DJs would be on a night? So say on Friday night, how much DJs would be on a set? Was it like 1 or 2?
It just depends which club you're at. Like, you know, MVP, it starts at like 9 or 10 and then goes to like 3 or 4. So I'll have like a DJ for each hour, unless someone does like 2 hours.
MVP's been open for a while, probably the same time you've been DJing, eh?
Bit longer than that. Yeah, about that. I've been DJing there since 2016.
Yeah.
So that's probably been like the longest. Like,
They get big crowds, eh? MVP.
Yeah,
Shout out to
it's
MVP.
always like a fun crowd to play for. Shout out to the team.
I feel like because you can use a lot of like the area stuff, like you can play a lot of that. They get artists to perform there. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, not all of the area stuff.
Yeah,
but,
no.
without
Controversy
going into it too much.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be very awkward if you did play one of those songs.
Yeah, have you been to MVP before?
No, I actually haven't. I actually don't even. I barely go clubbing. I think I've only ever been
Okay, fair.
in my life to Cargo Bar.
Oh yeah. It's a pretty top 40 spot.
Yeah, it's a what? Top what?
Top 40 spot.
What's that mean? Is that?
Oh, just like very pop and like commercial. But I guess the crowd there's like very. It's
well, when I
walking
went
crowd.
there, they had the headphones you put on, and everyone's listening to
silent
different.
disco.
Everyone's listening to different music, and like you put your headphones on, it's like and then you take them off, and everyone's like, it's like what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, I've only ever been to one of them.
And I think I went to what other club did I go to? I don't think I go to proper clubs. I don't think I've ever been to a proper club besides Queensland.
Oh yeah.
I don't drink, so like because I don't drink,
good on
like
you, man. Yeah.
because I don't drink,
You're not
like
missing out on anything.
do you drink when you're DJing or not?
Oh, very rarely. Like I'll have one or two, but I hate when people try to shove it down my throat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I live around these ways, so I'm always driving everywhere.
Yeah.
Man. It's just such a trek to get home.
Yeah, most of the performances will be in city, eh?
Yeah, man. Majority, yeah.
And you said I don't know if we talked about stuff. Boat stuff's been getting popular. You said.
Yeah, man. Been doing a lot of like yacht parties, and then obviously.
Any celebrities?
Huh?
Any celebrity yachts?
Oh,
Tom Cruise or
the
something?
last one. Nah, they're just like dudes that like I kind of know, but they got Marlo for the last one, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw there was heaps of controversy with Marlo's latest show.
Oh really?
Like he left it because I think he had a show or something, a gig, and like he left it like 2 days before to cancel it because of COVID stuff. Refunded, but like everyone's like cancel your show because it was in like the peak of COVID. Like I think it was in January when everyone started getting it.
This year or last year?
This year, I think, a couple of weeks back. Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter. Everyone's like Marlo, but.
Yeah, those things are sometimes out of the artist's hand, you know.
I feel like too much
down to the promoter, and a lot of people don't understand that because obviously they're not in the industry, so they have a different point of view on it. You know?
Well, I think that's the thing. Like people blame like even concerts when they get cancelled, like the artists, like even the Australian artists trying to perform in Sydney, but they get cancelled because like police stuff and stuff like that. Like I feel like people blame the artists. Like
man, you can't. It's just. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a complicated situation.
Yeah. Now, Marlo's been popping off, hey? Yeah. I feel like I see him everywhere now.
Yeah, I remember like back in the days, like my mates were always selling tickets and going to his shows. So
people resell his tickets so much.
Oh, for real?
Like they resell them for like triple the price. They like, you know,
That's
like
crazy.
you check out and you buy like, say it's $100, you buy 10. Yeah. They resell them for like $300 each.
That's nuts.
I wish there was a way to stop that, to us.
Yeah, it makes scalping, eh?
Yeah, literally. Yeah. What's probably like advice you'd give to a young DJ kind of coming through?
Or
any DJ.
I reckon just get out there and like network, you know, go to the clubs that you want to play with, play at, sorry. You know, recognize who the promoter or who the booking agent is, you know, get on their radar. But like also like try to do it in a non-suck up way. I feel like in this industry I've created a lot of good relationships without talking about business first, but like creating like a genuine like relationship like as friends or whatever, and then I guess, you know, if you're good people and the relationship is healthy, then it builds from there. But I don't know, it works like differently in different I
feel like people can see if you're genuine rather than just like, hey bro, what's good, like too hyped.
Yeah, man. Or like sometimes if people just like, you know, hit you up cold, like, and they just get straight to it, which is fine, but I mean it's situational, you know.
Yeah.
Try not to burn any bridges.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Don't burn bridges.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back in about 5 minutes. Welcome back to Tap Tap podcast. We're still here, anyways. We're gonna go into our segment. It's called the Deep Shit segment. That's what it's named after last week. Deep shit. Just some deep questions. Pretty straightforward. It's like a little bit scenario based. Put your own twist on it, kind of thing. Some aren't as deep. Some are.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah. Sure.
Excited?
Yeah,
and then we're also going to get onto our chili Reaper chips that you can't pull out of. I want to do it too, so I'm going to say me, though I'm white.
All right.
Deep question. All right. Would you rather live the rest of your life without legs or without arms?
Oh, man. Probably without my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? Still DJ, I guess.
Yeah, I guess DJ. I can do like a lot of things with my
Yeah.
hands.
You know, everyone says
like
arms.
Artistic.
Everyone says arms.
Yeah.
Hey, I think you're the only guest that said legs.
It's hard, man. Like, because I love training and just like playing sport, but yeah, I don't know.
You get out of leg day.
I feel like I could do more with my hands.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, there's a lot more. Next one, there's an asteroid coming to the Earth. 24 hours, whole world's kind of getting wiped out. What do you do in your last 24 hours?
Oh man, just eat good food and just spend it with my loved ones. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Everyone says similar stuff. When it's like, bro, imagine.
What else would you do?
Yeah, I always think about it, like if an asteroid hit the Earth, like obviously it wipes everyone out. Some might stay alive, but like. Yeah. Like what then happens to the Earth?
I would like to survive it. 'Cause I'm like pro survival, but
there's been talks of a zombie invasion lately.
Zombie invasion.
Yeah, apparently like some monkeys got out of a cage or something and it was infected, and I was
next variant, huh?
Next variant, the monkey variant. Next deep question actually has to do with zombie invasion. You're obviously a zombie invasion. Where would you kind of like settle? Would it be farm, forest, or ocean?
Oh man, probably either farm or ocean.
Yeah, open space.
Resources.
What's your go-to if a zombie invasion happens?
Where would I go?
What's the first thing you would do if a zombie invasion happened?
Probably gear up. Yeah.
Would you go to a shop?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, like supplies and stuff.
Chemist warehouse.
Yeah, but I try to like think of all the survival shit that I've seen in movies, wrap your arm and stuff.
It's funny, anytime you mention zombie invasion, everyone goes, oh, I've played zombie games or watched movies, I know what to do. But I guarantee if a zombie invasion, everyone would just freak out.
Just drop their nuts.
Would you rather be the zombie, just sacrifice and be the zombie, or would you try to stay alive as long as you can?
Nah, I try to stay alive, man. Yeah.
I'd just be a zombie. Yeah. I'd want to be the most powerful zombie.
Stay alive for sure, man. Yeah.
That's the thing, it depends on the zombies too, because if they can swim, or if they're super fast.
Those ones? Yeah, or the fast ones, yeah.
Like imagine you're like walking around like, I don't know, America, and then you got like Usain Bolt zombie coming at you. You're like, fuck.
It's over for you. Have you, did you ever play Resident Evil growing up?
Yeah. I'm shit scared of zombie games,
Resident Evil 4, man, it's like the best
one. What's the other one? There's another popular zombie one. It's more of a camp. Last of Us?
Oh, I've heard of it, but I've never played
I played, honestly, like 2 scenes of it, and then there's clicker zombies where they click, and pretty much like, say you're here in the room, all you hear is in distance, and the closer they get, it goes like faster. But it's the scariest game. You play that at nighttime, lights off, and you're like watching. I'm like freezing. I'm like, fuck. Like, bro, do you play games much or nah?
Oh yeah, I love games. I just don't get time, man. Like I bought a PS5, like the disc one, like around Christmas time, and I swear I've only played it once. Like my COD is still sealed. I'm just like, bro. Yeah. I'm just waiting for like GTA to come out.
GTA 6 or something, eh?
I don't think that's gonna come out for a while, man.
Yeah, I wonder where it's based. They reckon it's supposed to be like half a world map.
A what?
Half a world map. Like they're making the map like what GTA 5 was times 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to like go into the metaverse side of things.
Do you follow this metaverse stuff?
Yeah.
Crypto?
I started doing crypto like just over a year ago, just before like the hype.
Yeah.
But like all on my own accord, mostly did my own research.
Did you NFTs and that stuff? Or?
I've been like researching a bit, but not like so much.
Yeah, I'm in the NFT game. Shout out to Trillionaire Thugs.
Oh, did you get in?
Yeah,
I was, you know what, man, I was thinking about it, and then I held out. I was just like, but I mean, it's obviously paying off now.
You have to do like an urgent buy for him, because like, say I didn't get whitelisted, whatever it's called, for the Trillionaire Thugs. But then I was like the last 1,000 person to buy in public sale, and like I feel
like it was easy to get whitelisted though.
It wasn't. It was easy. Like but you had to be in the chat talking 24/7.
Oh, in the Discord.
And like I was, I'd never talked in that chat. I just go in there, do stupid stuff. But like I got whitelisted on the Ballygang ones. But like I bought the public sale ones for Trillionaire Thugs, and I bought like the last 1,000, like one of the last 1,000 ones. I didn't even have any Ethereum in my wallet. I was like tapping, putting it in. I was like waiting. I was like, bro, what the fuck? But it's crazy the concept of like, especially now you see. Well, like, especially Borody have been doing like all the NFT stuff. Young and Lips sold out. He's one.
Oh wow.
66 of his one sold out in like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's just people buy on hype, supporting the artist, supporting the whole thing. But
that's.
What's your go-to crypto?
My go-to. I haven't really been buying in too much at the moment.
What do you got?
I've got ETH, a little bit of Bitcoin. I've got Cardano. Got in at like 30 cents.
Lucky one. That's the thing. It's literally just the time in the market.
Yeah, man. You can't always time it. It's time in the market.
Yeah,
as
no,
Spotify always says. Sandbox. I've got a bit of Sandbox. I was spewing about that, man, because I follow this guy on YouTube, and he was talking about it when it was like 90 cents.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is gonna blow up. And I was like looking at it for like a whole month. And I was like ready to put like, maybe like 2K on it or whatever. Yeah. I'm just like, nah, what is this like game thing? And then, bro, next minute it like peaks at like close to $12, and I was burning, bro. I was like,
you could have turned that into what? That would have been huge.
20K, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not big, but it's like
still 2K to 20K.
But then like after I missed out on that, like I still bought some, but then I wanted to buy like land and stuff when it was still affordable, like around like $3,000 to $4,000 Australian, and then it just shot up and like 20K, bro, and it's just too unaffordable.
If you buy crypto now, it's like a long-term game. You got to sit on it for like years.
Yeah, I'm not a trader, bro. I'm all in it for the long
Hodl
term.
gang. HODL.
Yeah, I just buy and I just like leave it in there, and then hopefully one day I'll wake
Fortify pushes it a lot, especially in the last couple of years.
What's that? His
Fortify,
yeah. I wasn't like following him for a bit, but then I saw that he was doing that, and he was like sharing some gems and just like really good like information and just like tips, I guess. Yeah. And I was like, this is pretty.
What's
dope.
he originally like an artist? Fortify?
Yes, I actually met him ages ago at one of Peter Gunn's clubs in the city, Play nightclub. It was on Oxford Street. I met him like once. He was cool, but I remember him like he did like this ice cream meme video where he'd go into like Macca's.
Yeah.
He'd order like a soft serve, and then he'd like grab it from the top and just like keep getting free ones.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he like popped off on Facebook, like when Facebook was still like rising and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he was doing like a lot of like the marketing stuff on there. But yeah, he was making music for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he got into.
I know he sold a game or something. He sold a game for like 250 mil.
Yeah,
like
man,
big money, and I was like,
I've heard like heaps of different things, but shout out to him.
Yeah,
man. Like he's done like
True
cool
things.
Yeah.
Price goes up after this. Someone buy my thug. I bought my thug for like I think it was like what $900, whatever that's in Ethereum.
Oh wow.
And I think like someone offered me like 6.5K the other day for it. And it's not even a rare one. It's just like a bandana. Actually, my thug actually looks like me, weirdly.
Oh man.
Like very strange, weird. It looks like me with a bandana.
And are they with that project? Is like on the roadmap? I haven't like looked into it, but are they gonna like develop a game for it?
Yeah, so like pretty much. So that's the thing. A lot of the NFTs now, like as soon as the metaverse launches, skyrocket. Because a lot of the like NFT stuff at the moment is to do around a game, but the games haven't been created because there's no metaverse to create it on. Yeah. But like people go, oh, no one's gonna play that game, but like. Yeah. If you, it's all, to be honest, NFTs are built on like flex culture of flexing. Like I've got this. Imagine you're in like the metaverse and you're, like they got the gold thugs which are worth like 50K now. But like say you're a gold thug, like oh bro, this guy's mad. It's just some freaking young guy in his basement who's just randomly minted that.
It's just kind of like an alternate reality type.
Well, yeah, especially like Facebook changing the name to Meta. Yeah. Like their whole meta thing.
Well, that's when Sandbox shot up.
Yeah, I was going to say.
When that happened, it just went up to like $5 and it just kept going up every week.
Well, there's a meta coin as well. I forgot what it's called. It's like the actual meta coin that they reckon they might use in the games. Oh, so like I bought like $200, $300 for that.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. Like it's crypto's like you see it go down. Yeah. Like it's been down for the last 2 months. But then like you watch like February, March hits and it just skyrockets because everyone sells around Christmas and that.
Yeah, my mate was like saying, but it's
Bitcoin has like shot up lately.
Yeah, it's like 60K now.
Yeah, so it is the thing is like if you bought like say $100 worth when they were like 50 cents each, you're now multi-millionaire.
Yeah, I mean it's just all like what if. Like I remember when I was in TAFE, my mates used to buy like random shit with it. And I don't know, I thought it was a scam. I didn't really understand it, bro. And then I don't know, like I think my nephew like told me about it like 2 years ago. He's like, I'll look into this. And I did a bit of research, and then that's what sort of like captured my interest was like the technology behind it. Like I feel like a lot of people, they just buy all this shit, but I don't even know what it does. Like I remember I was talking to like one of my mates about it, and he's like, how do you know all this stuff? I'm like, oh, don't you watch like podcasts? Don't you read the white papers? And he's like, oh, nah. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, I feel like with crypto, if you're afraid to lose it, don't invest it. Because even like a thug, I bought a thug.
Invest what you're willing to lose.
Exactly. I think it was 0.3 ETH. I'm gonna say I don't even know how much it was, but like like I'm willing to lose that money if it flops. Because like I bought an NFT before through another company, I'm not going to name them. But like it kind of just like flopped. It was like 0.03, so only like 150, $200.
Yeah.
But like it just has like gone nowhere. So like I feel like you got to look into it, and if you're willing to lose it,
I would buy NFTs. Like I feel like those are like different types of NFTs, but I'd buy like proper art. There's like a few artists that I really.
There's a 3D art now is gone insane. Like I actually bought an NFT last week just because I like the artwork and I'm gonna use it. Like I have no interest in reselling it. I really actually enjoy it. Like it's a 3D.
Oh, sick.
It's like an ape. Everything's an ape, but like it's like an ape, but it's like a 3D head, and each one's different design. So there's like one but they look proper, and like one's got like a Bitcoin kind of like eyes. Like it's fucking insane.
That's interesting.
They've got like a Gucci one. Like it's. I think I just bought a standard one. But
if I bought an NFT, I'd love there to be like a physical thing because I love things that are tangible. For me personally.
That's why people are like hesitant to buy it because you're not physically getting any like thing from it. Like even crypto, you're only really buying the online money.
People still think it's a scam. I mean, each to their own, but they obviously haven't done their research. You know.
Well, exactly. It's only still early to the game, so I feel like more it goes, people kind of
like the more adoption it gets, which is what is happening.
Yeah, especially when it comes to say like you're a DJ, for instance, you could be selling your mix as part of the NFT pack. Because people don't realize the NFT is a contract. So if anyone's watching and doesn't know, pretty much it's like an image you buy, but there's a contract behind it. Say you sell one, you get, I don't know, all your mixtapes a week before you release, or like you get private, personalized stuff. Even though they're paying like say $500 each, there might be 1,000 sold. You're getting benefits out of it.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how like artists and like rappers, singers, how they're gonna utilize it, and like like when they're dropping an album or whatever, like what are the special things they've got to offer.
Well, if you can see like Young Lips releases, you get like tickets to his shows, like as much of it. It's like a long. Well, the Bally Gang won their roadmap release yesterday. I don't know if you're in that group. Shout out the Bally Gang.
I saw Loki put a post up like 2 weeks ago or something.
Pretty much like say you get a rare one, you get like $500 a week in Ethereum for like I think it's a month or in a year. They're giving like $10,000 away to like 10 different people for like business ideas.
Sick.
You get access to like his clubs and events for free. Like if you have a look on the thing, there's actually like proper benefits rather than just owning like a guy on about a cover. Yeah,
that's cool. It's like a good approach. It's interesting that you said that because I didn't really look into the project, but now that you mention it,
that's the thing. Like, it's like anything. You got to do your research with a lot of stuff.
Of course,
there's a lot of dodgy shit out there.
For sure, yeah. I like when I was like buying in a lot, I was just like glued to the podcast and like the charts and stuff. But it just becomes so consuming, so I had to like step back from it, and I like just check my account like every once or twice a week. And it's like I just got my alerts on.
I check my crypto account like once a month. I barely look at it, especially if you're holding, because like it's kind of like just going
before it was like every hour, man. I'm just like my thumb was starting to hurt, and I'd just be like, I'd be like, oh fuck, and then everyone would be like, what happened? I'm like, oh no, like the price went red. And they're like, oh, like, you know what I mean?
It's going up $1.
It's all a part of the journey, I suppose. But
we're gonna go into a would you rather segment. Pretty straightforward. Would you rather Macca's or KFC?
KFC.
Yeah, single box.
Nah, the mixed feast.
Mixed feast. All KFC's
bit of everything with a bit of extra gravy.
Do you eat Macca's nuggets?
Yeah, time to time.
Would you rather? What's your go-to sauce for Macca's? Their nuggets.
Not really. I just prefer like ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
Tomato.
I was gonna say. I'll scrap that. Would you rather? Are you a car person?
Car, yeah. No, I'm back into
European or American-based cars.
Oh, European for sure.
European, yeah.
I'm building an E30 at the moment.
Oh, you are?
It's
man of many talents.
I'm not building it. I'm paying my mechanic to build it for me.
I was like, this guy.
Nah, man. I should have listened to my dad and went into a trade, but I can't wait till it's done, man. It's a bit of a restoration.
How long left you got left? How long's left?
Can't really put a time limit on it, but putting a lot of money into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like, there's actually a big business in like flipping cars.
Yeah.
Like if any mechanics are there, like flipping cars.
Oh, for sure. If you know like which angle, like which type of car or whatever, like it's good, man. Like when I got mine for like heaps cheap, and now like the prices like tripled. When it was parked outside my house, every month I'd get someone knocking on the door offering to buy, and I'd be like, piss off, it's not for sale. So
if anyone's watching and want to sell it, it's $400K for the car. 10 NFTs. Yeah. Next, would you rather a bit of rugby league or rugby union to watch?
So, Union. Yeah.
Union, yeah, a bit more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I love both, watching both, but lately it's been Union for me, especially
Yeah.
like the test matches like during lockdown. I just couldn't wait until the weekend just
Yeah.
to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that the Wallabies
Yeah.
improved and winning
Especially all
a
the
few test matches.
young guys coming through playing and that stuff.
Yeah,
The teams are
man.
getting better.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we beat the All Blacks once.
One day.
One day we'll get there. Next.
Don't, man. That hurts. That hurts.
Sad time. Would you rather?
You know what? How old are you?
20.
Yeah, I think we haven't won the Bledisloe in like, what, 20, 22
Yeah,
years?
so I wasn't
you
alive.
probably haven't, yeah.
I was
That's something to think about, but moving on.
Last, would you rather West Coast or East Coast music for like your old school?
Like rap and stuff?
Yeah, like American
West
style.
Coast,
West Coast? Yeah, everyone's West Coast,
I
hey?
have to say West Coast, man.
That's fair enough. Did you watch Super Bowl halftime show?
Nah, I've been meaning to like watch it because I heard so much about it. To be honest, I'm not really like one of those people that like go to the pub and watch like Super Bowl and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I just watched the halftime
Like,
show.
fair enough to the people that are into it, but I feel like so many people are like bandwagon, and then when you're like, oh, the footy finals are on, they're like, oh, it's like so bogan. Like, fuck off, man. Like, stop trying to be like American or whatever, I am guilty of it in certain aspects.
UFC does it a lot. People just like start watching it because like everyone's watching it.
Yeah, I mean, UFC is different in a way. At least we've got like Aussie fighters in there. So
Yeah.
I think that's cool. But I don't know. I think like you can relate the sports thing back to like music culture as well,
Yeah.
But
Well, I watched a bit of this game, but I only watched the halftime show so I could watch the Snoop and Dre perform, to be honest.
I need to watch it so I can get all the memes.
And there's a lot, especially like 50
All the
Cent.
50 Cent,
50 Cent's one of the smartest guys. He plays on these memes to create hype. Like all his memes, go look at it. He did that specific meme to hype up Power. Like these guys actually have like meaning. He's a businessman by heart.
I think he's got an album coming as well.
Yeah, I think he does actually.
So
Dre just released one too, I think, recently. Dre.
Oh, did he?
I think so, yeah.
Sick.
Your GOAT, so greatest of all time, who's your GOAT? Personal, and can be famous.
I don't like look up to celebs anymore. No, I don't. I mean, I do, but like I don't like idolize.
Any GOAT, like greatest of all time?
It's a tough one.
Someone that just, you're like, shit, that's some gangster shit. Has to be one. Can be personal too. Some people say
I think,
family.
and I wouldn't say GOAT, but like when it comes to DJing A-Track, I love how he went from battle DJ hip hop and now he's just like big on the EDM scene. He's like broken down the barriers. But I think like day to day life, just like my older brother and my dad, I look up to them, like everything they've done for the family, the sacrifices they made.
Family, important.
Yeah, man,
I feel like the last couple of guests have all said they're like parents or their brother.
Yeah, man. Like,
I feel like the older
celebs don't know you, man. That's why like people are always so up their ass and all into their business. I'm just like, for what, man?
Like all this Kanye stuff.
I think I've just had like not bad experiences, but it's just like when you meet them in real life or you meet your idols, it's just like, oh, it's not like everything that you expected it to be.
Too much people put like a hierarchy on people. It's like this person, I should look up to them because they're like famous or they have. And
then you meet them, they end up being gronks anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone. I shouldn't say that, but like.
You had a personal bad experience here.
Not like fully, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like too much people put people on a hierarchy, which then they
put on the pedestal.
When you put other people on a pedestal, it makes you look down on yourself. Exactly, when really, like me, you could be DJing with like, I don't know, the top DJs in the world. I could be doing podcasts with Joe Rogan, but like if you look up to him too much, then it's like you're looking down on yourself.
I try to have the mentality where you should just like try to see them kind of as that or as your competition. Just always try to be like I guess that's the competitive nature in myself, and I've learned that over the last few years.
It's good to be competitive. People think it's unhealthy, but I feel like there's a big misconception. Like it's healthy because like not only are you like if your competition's better than you, like if you're envy and like talking shit about them all the time, then it's unhealthy. But if you're like, my competition's here, I need to get above them.
For sure.
Then you're actually like pushing yourself.
Yeah, and I try to surround myself with people like that as well, where we're just trying to better each other and like be real, like no yes men in our circle.
Yeah,
just
100%.
Have to be honest. Like if you're putting out shit stuff, then my mates will tell me, they'll pull me up, and then vice versa.
Yeah, I was gonna say like being real is probably like the biggest thing now.
It's all a part of growth.
Yeah,
I think that's how you grow, like with anything that you do in life. Otherwise, like you'll be like releasing music or whatever, and you suck, and your mates won't tell you. And you go and perform on stage and like everyone's just going to be silent because you suck. And I've seen that and it's just, I feel sorry for them, man. Like,
Bro, it's true. You gotta but the only way they're gonna get better if you be real.
Yeah.
What's some advice you'd give to anyone before we wrap up? What's some advice you give to anyone in general, or what's a life motto you follow?
Just live a very fulfilled life. Don't limit yourself. Don't box yourself in. I guess follow your dreams and turn it into reality. Nothing's out of reach, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
I know it's a bit cliche, but
it was the truth. It's real.
The older I get, man, I just want to experience different things that I thought would be out of reach.
Before we wrap up, we're gonna do
it's happening.
Hers Carolina Reaper chili chip thing. We got the milk there because I know I'm gonna die. You don't have to have one. You can take more than one, but we're a bit of a waste of the packet here. But
cheers.
I feel like it's not gonna be that hot.
It creeps up on you these
days. Yeah, it
ones.
does. I can feel it. I'm white, bro, so I'm not used to this. Are you used to chili food?
Yeah, man. My mum's curry is ready.
I hate this.
It's not that bad.
But I'm white.
Another one, actually.
It became more. It's not too... Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to die. Shout out to Oak and Shapes. If you're watching Shapes, shout out to Shapes. I'm going to die. But I want...
actually nice.
See, this is your background, but I'm white. But no, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to do all the outros on chili chips. But thanks for everyone watching. Big thanks for coming out today.
Appreciate it, man. Always a pleasure, bro.
But yeah, we're tapping out. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. And I'm white.